Hi, this is Tiffany. I met Akash online. He reached out to me and said that he had something stronger than Reiki, and I know my Reiki is really strong. So I was curious, and one night I was having problems with my alcohol addiction, and I asked for help. And he said, "When do you want me to start?" And I said, "Immediately." And he said, "Are you sure you're ready?" And I said, "Yes." And he goes, "You're going to have to do the chanting and the meditations and do everything I tell you." I said, "Okay." So I laid down on my massage table, and all of a sudden I sat up and I started crying and crying and crying, and I didn't know why. And I said, "Why am I crying?" And the answer said, "Because you had a sad childhood." And that made sense to me. And then I just finished crying, and I never thought about alcohol again. It was really strange, like all of the cravings that I had, the people that were associated. If I see it on TV, I don't feel like doing it. It was like all the memories were wiped out. I could sit at a bar and order water next to somebody drinking, and it didn't bother me. Where before it was like I had to have it. And I said, "What did you do?" Whatever you did, it was more powerful. So I said, "I have to learn this. I have to learn this." So I traveled to India, and I spent 3 days with Akash in a beautiful resort that he recommended. He took care of me the whole trip. Wonderful, wonderful. And he showed me how to do the breathing exercises. We talked about the mantras. We repeated the mantras, and he had me do it every day, the 3 days that I was there. And he says, "You have to practice every day." And then he gave me the beads, the mala beads, and he said that they had special energy on them. When I came back from my trip, so my neighbor says to me, "Tiffany, can you help me with my cigarette addiction?" And I said, "Let's try." So I did my best. I wasn't very powerful yet, but I had the guy fall back on his bed, and I kept seeing him outside. I didn't know if he was smoking. I was too scared to ask. And so on the third day, I said, "Hey, how's it going? Have you quit?" And he says, "I haven't had a craving at all in 3 days." And I was like, yes, it works. I don't know how. I'm like, how does it work? It is stronger. And I looked it up. I think that Reiki involves hitting the different wavelengths, not as powerful. You've got, your hypnotherapy deals with delta wavelengths. And I know there's like power of suggestion, but there's also your own mind. And I think my own mind went in and just fixed it, which is how I think it works. So anyways, I highly recommend Akash Patel.